Yeah.
So, hello. My name's Anika Ignozzi, and I run Ooh Baby. I started my clothing line about a year and 3 months ago. January 20th is my anniversary. And it all started with one shirt from my dad, actually. He had like this vintage denim shirt, and at the time I was in community college, and I just painted on it for fun, and I did like a weird little monster thing, a completely original design, and I wore it around. I got a bunch of compliments, and I was lucky enough to meet with a guy in Pittsburgh who runs fashion shows and is in the fashion industry. Fun. So I meet with this guy, and this is the beginning of last January, and he's like, I love what you're doing. Would you like to be in my fashion show? Which is like a month ahead of when we met, January 20th. And so I was like, sure, I guess so, yeah. So I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just going with the flow. He said he needed 8 looks from me, and I was like, whoa. And then I got a bunch of feedback from people, so it was nice because people really liked it, and it pushed me to keep going. And so throughout the year I was in community college trying to figure it out, and school just wasn't working for me. And I was really smart in high school, and it was just a different time. And when I got to college, it was just like, I don't think this is the right path. So once I got a place to sell, it was like I had to keep making things every week, and it became like my full-time job because I was selling out so fast down there. And that's really when I just like dusted my hands off, and I was like, okay, this could actually happen. I could really do this for a living. And ever since then, I haven't looked back, and I haven't gone to school since. Maybe like in the future I'll go, but this dream and being an artist full-time at 21 years old is possible for anybody to do, as long as you dedicate your life to it and really put yourself out there and just like lead with your heart. I try to use a bunch of different mediums: airbrush, spray paint, acrylic paint, my sewing machine, markers, oil, sticks, which I've been getting into, and just look around. There's a lot of things to get inspired by. It's like a blue tarp next to some grass, like right there. That's cool. That's a great color combination. And as you create every day, it becomes a lot easier, and you feel a little bit more confident every time you create something cool. And the process can be a little bit grueling sometimes when you're creating. You're like, the whole time you're like, I hate this, I don't like this, it's horrible. And then the end comes, and you let it sit there for 2 days, and then you come back to it, and you're like, wow, this is actually amazing. It's just having confidence in yourself, enough confidence to create something and keep going and building and just getting better. Being close to home, like living at home and then like working in the basement, is hard because there's like, you're just in your parents' house, nothing is yours, and so you feel like you don't have as much freedom. Even it's just kind of mentally blocking. And so when I moved here and I was just doing my own thing, I mean the ideas just started coming in like the great flood, and ever since then it's just nonstop. Just like enough freedom just to be by myself, to do what I want, to decorate the house with all my paintings, hang everything up, and not worry if I get paint everywhere. That's really nice. I would get yelled at a lot by my mom, but I'm like, I just can't help it. So not having rules is really nice too.
So you mentioned not having rules is nice, but do you have any rules that you follow?
So I sort of have a little style with these weird eyeball monster things. But no, not necessarily. The only thing I have like sort of rule on is my schedule that I keep for myself, because you know, like working from home and being your own boss at like 21 years old is like kind of hard sometimes, because you know, like we just want to go do stuff and sometimes spend a lot of money, and so it's hard to just be like, no, like my friends are going out but I can't, I have to stay home and I have to get a certain amount of things done. Yeah, so the schedule is the best thing I can do for myself in making sure I get things done.
The question is, what inspired the name Ooh Baby?
So as I was making my first collection for my first show last year, January 20th, I had to make those 8 looks, and I was just going along, and I'm thinking, oh, I need to have a name for this. And I was just like, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, so I was just going through life, kind of just looking around, seeing if I could find any inspiration. And I said, ooh, baby. I think I, like, stubbed my toe or, like, almost fell. I can't even remember it. Or maybe I was excited. I just, like, said, ooh, baby, and I was like, oh, my God. That is it. That was totally it. And so then I wrote, like, I painted it on a little patch and sewed it on. And I saw it on the garment, and I was like, that is it. Ooh, baby is it. And I think, actually, my first few pieces were 1 O, and then I switched it to 2 O's because I just liked more letters. And ever since then, it just totally stuck, since my first show.
So who do you see wearing Ooh Baby?
Everybody, honestly.
So what made you passionate and what keeps you passionate about making your clothes?
So, from just selling so many and meeting so many people, I love when somebody finds a piece of clothing that just fits them so nice, fits their personality, was practically made for them. It just, when one of my pieces finds its person, it's just so cool. And they wear it around, and from that, those people have interactions with others. Like, if you wear something crazy, somebody's going to come up to you. People have met friends that they're still friends with from wearing my clothes, and just, it's just so fun to hear the stories from people telling me, and just, it keeps me going, making people feel good, and them being able to express themselves on the streets. And I could never stop doing this, because it's, now I'm like, I have this responsibility to make people feel amazing, and I love it, and it's possible.